Hello Internet. I am back with the subject of diet today. Reason being is that there's a lot of information about what's healthy and what's not healthy and stuff like this. And I myself have tried different trends, and what happened was that I've always had issues with diets. I lose motivation, and also you don't know if what you are following is healthy or not, because many times it feels like it's not working or it's not as healthy as they say it is. Now, I tried low carbs, high fat. Didn't work for me very much. I tried carnivore. Carnivore actually worked when it comes to losing weight, but it wasn't healthy. Like you get gum issues after a while. I did that for a year. And I would say I wouldn't do carnivore diet more than 6 months if you need to lose weight. Other than that, it's only good to check if you have any allergies, food allergies. You can do it for like 3 months to heal your gut and then start eating other stuff again to see what makes you what you can handle, kind of stuff. Anyways, after the carnivore diet, I started to do my own research. I started doing it even when I was doing it, but like in Sweden, we have a state-funded information source that are giving out data that has been collected, so they are giving the correct information to the public, so the public can make their own judgments based on information that is given to them and is supposed to be correct. And this is scientific data. So you basically go into their search motor, and they have all kinds of products produced. It can be anything that they have taken that sells in stores. So it can be, let's see, we're on everything right now. Let's try something. We'll do meat, because we were on the subject of what they contain. So this one is pork fillet, and it's cooked. You press that. Now you get you get to choose what do you want it to show, and from the state it shows everything, all the minerals, all the vitamins, the ones that you get with water, the ones you get with fats. So these vitamins you need fats with, or they won't get picked up. These you need water with, or they won't get picked up. So you need fat and water. But when it comes to meat, not a big issue, because they carry fat. So anyways, this is the data for 100 grams of the product, unless you change it. And DRI, I think, is your daily rational intake. They haven't changed it, even though it's the same basically. So, as you can see, I go on the percentages. Like if you go on the numbers here, you will go crazy, so just skip that. So it's 5.9% fat, and you get 40% protein. So pork, high in protein. Then you can go down, and then you get over here. So thiamine. I don't know if all these have the same name in English, so you have to look this up yourself. 100 grams has already given you more than your daily intake, 100 grams. So this vitamin makes pork a powerhouse, because it's over the daily intake that you need. Then we have riboflavin, 19%, niacin, 54%, vitamin B6, 36%, folate is 0, so you have to eat something else to get this vitamin. Vitamin B12, 24%. Let's see. Vitamin C, non-existent, 0 as well. Same with vitamin A. No info on these. Oh, there was 0. Okay. Vitamin D, 0 as well. You need to eat something else. Low percentages on E and K, 6 and 8. Here we go to phosphor, 43%. Jod, usually added to salt, also exists in at least here in Sweden. You can find it in eggs and in seafood, mostly. Iron, 6.9%. Calcium, below 1%. Kalium K, 20%. Magnesium, 8.7%. Natrium, not so much. A little bit of salt. I don't know. I think pork is very salty if you do bacon. But you have to choose that to see the difference, because they actually take data difference on bacon as well. So different parts of the animal, and if it's raw or cooked. Selen, 25%. Zinc, 20%. So you can easily see the difference. Like this one, for example, if you would eat 400 grams, you would get your daily dose of this. This one you only need to eat a little bit above 200 grams of pork to get this vitamin. And this one you will get a super boost if you would even do 100. So you get a lot of vitamins through meat, but you don't get them all. So you need to vary the meats. Alright, so I picked another one, and this is beef, grounded beef, and it has been fried with salt. And the fat is about 10%, so I don't know if this is added fat, but it could be added fat, but it doesn't say what. So the fat is higher, 19%, so I'm guessing added fat. Protein, very high, almost 50%. So you would reach your daily needs of protein by 200 grams of meat. And this is of course, if you, depending on your body size, if you have a normal body size. Like I eat more than that because I am huge. Here, thiamine, for example. Pork was super loaded, while beef barely has any, 5%. So this is why you need to vary your meats, because they contain different type of vitamins and minerals. 13% of riboflavin. Niacin was 33. B6 only 11%, so that was a bit lower. B12 was 56%. I think that's almost close to each other. Let's see, no vitamin C here either. I think that's the one you need to add, yeah. Vitamin C is fruits or berries, usually. It's plants' best source. Vitamin A low, D as well. A little bit of vitamin E. We have, this is value missing, so they can't give you a value. Let's see here. Phosphor, 28%. Jod, okay, so this was added salt. So I'm guessing this is coming from the salt, because we have added jod in our salts in Sweden, unless you buy without. But the normal product is with added. Iron is 18.5, so that was higher here. I think, I thought to memory that pork was usually higher in iron, but maybe my memory was wrong. Calcium K, 12. Magnesium 6. Here we have the salt value. 7. Zinc. High in zinc. So it's hard also. I usually go with the raw products, but now I'm just showing that you can look up without. So let's check something else here. Okay, so here we have salmon. Salmon from Norway. So it's somewhat high in fat, 20%. Protein is 40%. Let's see here. Thiamine, 26%. Riboflavin, 5. Niacin, 50. Vitamin B6, 44% higher. B12, a super boost. So if you're low on B12 and B6, you should eat fish, especially for the B12. Vitamin A is low. Vitamin D, super high. This can vary depending on fish. So some fish has no vitamin D, and some other fish has super high value of vitamin D. So vitamin D is usually kind of hard to get. It's usually in chicken. So you need to go bird if you don't go fish for the vitamin D. But I've noticed that some fish doesn't have vitamin D and some do. So salmon is one of the higher ones, and then there's some other fish that only exist in my region, Sweden. So it's you need to know what fish has the vitamin D and which one has not, to know if you're eating healthy, or you need to swap out the fish always just to make sure. So vitamin E and K, a little bit higher than the meats. Phosphor 33, a little bit of jod. This was the raw variant, so this is having it naturally. Too low iron and calcium, but we have Kalium K 17, magnesium 7, selen 30. So this is chicken chest fillet with skin, and it's raw. So the meats we were looking at were cooked. The values are different when things are cooked also. But you can see where they are the strongest. That's the most important part here. So protein high, 43%, fats 9.9. So it's not as it feels leaner than it is. Let's see, thiamine 17, so this is lower than the meats. This one as well, high in niacin, high in B6. So this is chicken is stronger than the most things we have looked at so far in these two. Folate and vitamin B12 low, you see. Let's see, vitamin A 3%, vitamin D. So you need to go chicken if you don't eat fish, basically. So this is the closest you get. So you would need to eat, if you eat 400 grams of chicken, you would get your daily intake of vitamin D. But vitamin D is also a vitamin that gets stored in your liver. I think all these are stored in your liver. So you don't have to force yourself to get all these every day. You can even get sick if you get too much vitamin A. So, but you at least know how to get vitamin D. It's very important vitamin. You can't have a deficit of this. So if you do eat some chicken, sometimes you'll be okay. Phosphor, 28%. And most of these are low. Iron, calcium, kalium, and magnesium. So let's see. Okay, let's check another product here. Okay, so after I did the carnivore diet, or while I was doing it, I was finding info on this site, and I'm starting to learn that the reason why I'm getting issues is because I'm getting a nutritious. I don't get all the nutrition that I'm supposed to get, because as you have seen the data so far, it's not fully covered, your daily rational intake. So if you would eat like that for a long period of time, you might get health issues sooner or later. Like how long and stuff like that, that's too hard to tell. It can go down to genetics, and it can also go down to, well, like how long are you planning to live, I guess. Anyways, so what I found out was that carnivore diets and vegans are doing the same mistake, because they keep to one protein source that doesn't give them everything they need. So what the vegans have are nuts. And nuts are also a nuts are just as meats. It's super loaded with vitamins. So you get proteins, fats, and vitamins in mass. So I took peanuts, dried peanuts. So let's see here. The fat is high, 70%. The protein is high, 50%. So already here you get a super dense food that will give you energy and protein. Carbs are low, 3%. These, I've seen them go up to 10%, but it's different depending on what type of nut you take. So most of the nuts are similar in what vitamins they have. They only differ in the percentages, and it's not a lot. So you can pick whatever nut you can eat if you have nut allergies, for example, because nuts are super healthy. So if you have nut allergies, I'm so sorry for you, because it's so good. It tastes good and it's so nutritious. Thiamine, 60%. So it's like the pork. Niacin, like the fish. Vitamin B6, 21. Folate, very high. Very good. Everything else we looked at so far is somewhat low in this. So this increases the needs for eating nuts. Vitamin B12, 0%. Did not know that. I thought it was high in B12. But that was meat. Oh yeah. Are you a vegan that is having problems with your B12? No vitamin C. And this is why you need to eat berries or some other vegetable or fruit that has vitamin C. Because no nuts or meat have that. Vitamin A missing. D12 missing. Vitamin E very high. 75% of daily intake. Phosphor 55%. Iron 22.9. Calcium 7. Kalium K 36%. Magnesium 48%. So magnesium super high. Very good. Reason to eat nuts. You get your iron and your magnesium and your kalium in the same place. Very good product. And as I said, most nuts are similar in what vitamins they are high in. It's only the percentage value that differs a little bit. Okay, so now we're going into fruits and veggies a little bit here. So we're going with pineapple. Pineapple. And as you can see here, it got nothing. No fats, no protein. Almost no carbs either. The sugar is 12% of your daily rational intake, which means you would need to eat a kilo of fruit, at least, to get the energy. Very low, under 10%. The only vitamin it was high in is vitamin C. And this is the trait that all fruits have in common. Same with berries. Got nothing of nothing. It's got sugar and vitamin C. Orange, let's see if there's a difference. No fat, no protein, same value of carbs almost. Got a little bit of thiamine, a little bit of folate, but mostly vitamin C and nothing else. Banana. No fats, more protein, 2%, and double the carbs. So that's a little bit better for a fruit, I would say. You only need to eat half a kilo of banana. So thiamine is higher. B6, somewhat reasonable. But this one was super low in vitamin C. Why? So you would only eat this for your vitamin B6. Basically, and to not get constipated. Grapefruit. 3% carbs, almost 2% protein. So a little bit of protein. High in vitamin C. Nothing else. Strawberries. 3% carbs, 1% protein. High in folate and vitamin C. So you got two high values that make strawberries worthwhile. Nothing else. Kiwi. 4%. 1.5. A little bit of fat. Got a bit of folate. High in vitamin C. Vitamin K. This is actually good for vitamin K. So not a bad product. You get a vitamin C and vitamin K. So you get two good. So kiwi got 2 vitamins. Now this is the trend of most berries and fruits. They got 1 or 2 things they're strong at. Rarely 3 or more. It's only 1 or 2 vitamins. So you only eat it for the vitamin C. And this one, kiwi, you can actually eat for vitamin K. So there's a reason to vary your fruits. But you mostly eat fruits for vitamin C. The rest of the vitamins you get from meat and nuts. So if you eat meats and nuts, you just need to buy 1 more fruit and then you're done. Potato. Potato, very good. This is a potato that is called King Edward and it's raw. The value of a raw King Edward gives you carbs 7%, protein almost 4%. So a low value carb. So if you want to lose some weight, you can go a little bit more potato. This one has vitamin C, somewhat high in vitamin C. So if you don't like fruits and berries or onion or kale, then potato is good. Yeah, it's not strong in anything. It's typical for veggies and fruits. This was mostly strong in vitamin C. And that was only 33%. It didn't even have much carbs. I was surprised how low in carbs that was. So this is jasmine rice with cooked in salt. So you have added salt in cooked rice. So this is not raw, is what I'm trying to say. So this is 100 grams and it's 9.6%. The protein is a little bit higher, 4.8. So it's I'm a little bit surprised about the values here, because I thought the percentages would be higher. So I've been looking at these, so that's probably why I get fooled, because it's 25 carbs on 100. That's why. So I've been looking at, when I've been looking at the carbs, I've just been looking at the information on the packages. So my percentages has been wrong in my head. So that makes the potato more potent again. So this is 9.6%, which means that you would need to eat if you only ate rice, you would need to eat a kilo of rice. So that's a lot, actually. But you don't only eat rice, but you get my point. Your energy values are fats and carbs. Usually they come from that. You have the values over here. So I'm not an expert, but when I read on this webpage, I realize that it's not only vegans that are wrong. People that do carnivore are also wrong. Because what you need to do is that you need to mix the both ways into the same meats of mixed varieties and nuts of mixed varieties. And then you just eat fruits, berries, onion and kale. I think it's kale. Anyways, this is your hobby nutritionist informing you that you need to eat meat and nuts in variation. And don't forget about the vitamin C and your carbs. Good day.